While we learn about the opposition on the pitch, Wiser learns how to heat my home.
Emily, it came down to the final seconds again. We pride ourselves on our defence here in Exeter, and that's what it took at the end there. That was some effort from the girls today.
Yeah, I think we've all known that defense is our staple, and I think today maybe proved it a bit to the extreme, but that's what you get when you have 1 to 23 digging in the whole time. They will break down eventually after phases. Sometimes we might have hoped for it to be a little less, but we stuck in and we got the job done.
Talk about getting the job done. Flew out of the blocks, got this crowd on their feet from the off, and then really had to dig in as Bristol built their way back into that match.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to Bristol. Like, we knew that we'd be up against another good squad. It was a tight game last weekend. We knew it was coming this weekend, and fair play to our crowd. Everyone that's coming out makes our home games even better and better every week. The energy that comes out is electric, and it definitely does help when we're playing phase after phase after phase. You hear the crowd roar, and it does lift us up.
Let's talk a little bit then about that second half, because obviously Bristol came back into it towards the end of the first, but then had to defend for your lives really, and then they hit the front. What were the messages in the group going into those final 5 minutes?
The messages in the group was just they were getting position from our discipline, and we needed to stay disciplined. And then actually it was me that gave away one of those last penalties in that do or die moments, but I think the messages was also just adapting. They have pacey players, they injected some pacey subs, and so we knew that if they were going to get penalties, we got to get back and just be ready to reset every time and be relentless.
We talk about those champion moments, those champion plays, that turnover in front of the crowd here, crowd all off their feet, and then into the corner, and then lovely little snipe as well.
Yeah, I think there's champion moments like that, and then there's champion moments of even our impact coming in and making big hits, and the little talk that creates that connection between us all. I think the champion moments, there's obviously some that are seen more, but there's also some that are just felt across the pitch with the squad.
Susie then talked about it being a whole squad effort and a 2-year journey, if you like. You've been here since the start. Allianz Cup final victory here in front of the home crowd, and so you're not tempting fate, but one game away from a historic double as well.
Yeah, I mean, that would be wild, and I mean, to get where we are here is nuts. I have been here from the beginning, and from it being COVID and no fans and limiting practices, whereas our whole squad's being able to build this year. People are playing in their feeder clubs. Rugby's on the rise everywhere. We have such a young group of fans that also comes and watched, and it's great. Like, those are the girls and hopefully men that are going to be filling the jerseys in the future. I think having the opportunity in 2 weeks is something that our squad's worked really hard all season for, and it's not just the girls that take the pitch, it's everyone elevating their game at training to make us the squad that we are today.
Just a final one then, looking ahead to that final Bank Holiday Friday at Six Ways against Saracens. It's 1-1 this season across the league, but it's going to be some occasion, isn't it?
It's going to be huge. I think it's going to be huge for both of our teams. I think it's huge because we're the team that has never been in a final before of that magnitude. But I also think it's just a huge opportunity for women's rugby. Rugby's been showcased more this year on BBC and streaming than ever before, and I think this is a great opportunity for both sides to come, suit up, have a good match, may the best team win.